We had a pleasant experience a few weeks ago when Fifi arrived from Shanghai, and she was an old friend of ours that we met through the U.S. consulate in Shanghai, and we remained in touch with it. So when she was visiting the United States recently, she decided to come and visit with us. So after she arrived, we picked her up at the airport, and the first place we took her the first evening was the Compass Point, and this is at the entrance to Compass Point. There we are with myself and Fifi and Young. The next day we took her to the beach, and we do a daily walk on the beach, and there's Fifi and I starting out on our walk. The pictures were being taken by Young, so she was with us, of course, and we usually walk about 2 miles every day on the beach. And here's at the end of the beach is Compass Point, where we'd been the previous night, and this is taken at one of the chalets at Compass Point. And then also at Compass Point there's a pier that goes out into the Caribbean, and so they took a walk out onto the pier and had some fun with some pictures there. The water is just beautiful, and it's warm, it's nice for swimming, it's clean, and a beautiful turquoise greenish color. And that's Young at the same location. On the end of the pier there's a sort of a thing which they use for weddings, or you can have dinner out there from the restaurant, and that's on the way out to the pier again. And there's a picture of the whole little pier that goes out. And this is at the entrance to one of the cabins. It's a kind of a boutique hotel. And then the beach is over to the right there, and it's called Love Beach. And we usually start out at Love Beach in a place called Nirvana. So there's Fifi and Young in front of Nirvana, and back to me again with Fifi, and there she is. And that was the previous night, having dinner at the Compass Point. And that's yours truly, your commentator, at dinner at Compass Point. The next day, Young took Fifi to... the next day, I just paused there for a moment. Young took Fifi to the dolphin encounters at what they call Blue Lagoon Island, and you take a boat ride there. It's about 40 minutes or so out to this little island where they have a thing called the dolphin encounters, which you can observe the dolphins, or as you'll see, have an encounter with them, or you can swim with them if you want also. And here's Fifi, decided she wanted to do the encounter, so she got into the water with all the other tourists there, and Young took these pictures from the observer deck. And there's a dolphin swimming upside down to have his belly tickled, and that's Fifi in the middle there doing that. And then the dolphin kind of hugs people and kisses them, and Fifi obviously found it very funny, as you can see. And there comes the dolphin to give her a hug and a kiss, and she thought it was hilarious, as you can see. So then the dolphin swims up and rests on the platform which she is standing on, and has his belly rubbed, and they sort of encounter with the, I don't know why that picture is upside down, but sorry about that. Anyway, here comes the dolphin for a hug and a kiss, and there's the hug, and he rests his chin on her shoulder, gets a nice hug from Fifi. And then he gives her a nice kiss. And they do some flips and dive jumps, and they can leap a tremendous amount. And after all that, this is the first time I've seen Fifi take a shower. And then from there they went on to the Atlantis, as all our guests do. They love this place, and there's a giant aquarium there, and wonderful waterfalls, and gigantic swimming pools, and so on. You can actually swim with the sharks there, if you wish. That's at the entrance to the Atlantis Hotel and Resort. And this is in the aquarium, which is kind of underground. But above, you can also stand above, which is where Fifi was in some of those earlier pictures, and see the fish from above swimming down. But then you can go down under here and get up close to the various fish. And then at the entrance, this is in the entrance to the casino area of the Atlantis, and there she is, the Queen of the Atlantis. And this is her next boat that she's interested in buying, I understand. She makes so much money working for the consul that she should be able to afford this in a year or two. And then afterwards, they walked down a little area of restaurants and bars adjacent to the Atlantis, and they decided to stop for a drink. So it was very hot that day, and this is Young with Antonio and Fifi, and we hadn't seen Antonio for a couple of years. He used to work at our local place where we go to the beach at Nirvana as a waiter, and then business got kind of slow there, so he left, and we didn't see him, and lo and behold, they bumped into him at the daiquiri shack, making and selling daiquiris to the tourists there. So they enjoyed a daiquiri and went on their way. And on her last day here, we took Fifi for lunch at the Albany Resort, which is not far from where we live, and these pictures are taken at Albany. And this is by one of the pools there. There are several swimming pools. And that's Fifi and I on one of the mattresses there that you can lounge in by the pool. and get some sun or eat things or drink stuff. And these are all shots taken around Albany. And that's Young, also at Albany. And that sort of concludes our visit with Fifi in Nassau, Bahamas.